And welcome back to Zanpakuto Creation Series. Today's Zanpakuto Creation Series comes to us from, oh god, Doubloon the Sky Pirate and Flintlock with a Side of Bullets. You two had asked the question what I think Cole from Ninjago's Zanpakuto is. Now, side note real quick, I respect all fandom, and, if you like what you like, good for you guys. Within the last 2 months, I have gotten a lot of Ninjago stuff, and I look at it and I'm like, I love Legos. I mean, I don't get Legos anymore, but I loved Legos as a kid. But I never got into this Lego world like Ninjago or Lego Batman, which I hear is a great movie. I like the Lego movie and Lego Movie 2 a lot, but I am just not a huge I don't have an extensive knowledge or fandom of this world. So pardon me if I do not know everything about these characters. But as a ninja master of the earth and as kind of like your lead character, I feel like I could kind of work with Cole, at least to some degree. So right off the bat, what type of Zanpakuto would a guy like this have? Well, as a ninja and as a master of earth, ninja master of earth, I actually feel like it is an elemental type. It'd be probably a standard katana, although a Wakizashi is not out of the realm of possibility, given the fact that he is a ninja. In terms of its release, I actually think it's a very simple release. I think it's Dig. Dig, in this case, it is, for Shikai, would be Stoneclaw Crow or Kaseki Karasusume, and its Bankai would be Stone Crow's Talon Cage. So, Kaseki Karasu Tarokege. Kegi. Kegi. Kege. So, that is the Shikai Bankai I feel for that. Now, as you can tell, elemental name of the Zanpakuto, this is a Earth-based Zanpakuto. Being a ninja master of Earth, I feel like that is one of the carryovers from his character we can actually apply to the Zanpakuto. There's also just not enough Earth Zanpakuto out there. I mean, we got fire, we got water, we got ice. We actually don't really see much of it in terms of a wind. The closest one we see is Senna's with making like tornadoes. Um, yeah. Anyway, so the spirit of the Zanpakuto, I actually think would be a very dirty, shabby-looking person. Not even a bird, but like like a dark, muddy kind of hooded cloak. But you still see their face, and they're always just dirty looking. Hence the idea of the earth. The Shikai of this would take the form of Kusari Gama. Sorry, Kusari Gama. Kusari Gama is basically a chain sickle. Now, I think I've used this one before, but Zanpakutos will oftentimes share, especially if you're a Keto or Elemental type designs, particularly if you don't change form, that's sharing a design. But being as this is kind of how he presents himself as a ninja, this is a ninja weapon. So it would be a lot longer than like the ones you're seeing in this picture right here. These are just the ones I could find on short notice for an image. But it'd probably be where these are probably something that can be held really just one-handed. Honestly, it looks like a pickaxe. This his would probably be like twice as long and still have like the chain. Now, what does the Zanpakuto actually do? Well, as it's suggested from the typing, it is capable of manipulating the element of earth. What I kind of envision happening here is that when he strikes the ground, he can create a fissure, but more importantly, when the chain itself strikes the ground, it can more or less, it can automatically just sink into the ground as far as it needs, and then just pulls up chunks of the earth and basically just use this for firing elemental bits of earth at as a pun. The sickle can create fissures and probably pull up chunks of earth as well, but the real earth manipulation comes from the chain aspect of it, where he basically fires it down and just throws giant chunks of earth at someone. Now, what the Bankai does, however, is lengthens the Kusagari, or I keep saying Kusagari, but it's actually Kusari Gama. The Kusari Gama lengthens it. Then he snaps it in two, and basically just strikes them into the ground. This allows him now to basically this turns the blades into stone, like the entire Zanpakuto into stone, and he pulls it back up, and now he can just pulls up the blades of giant earth chain or earth blade, and attacks his opponent. Now, this doesn't seem like something very special. In fact, it seems like a downgrade until you realize that's just a secondary component of the Zanpakuto. What he's actually done is basically just created two things fused with the earth. So now when he strikes the ground, giant chains of weighted chains of earth just come to surround the opponent. Whereas when he strikes with the Kusagari, blades come up to try to just contain or chop up the individual as well. They can be used in conjunction with each other. Very effective. Now, as a Zanpakuto, this would be terrible to use in mid-air combat, like what you see in the Kurtown fight. Like, this just isn't a Zanpakuto that can be used on anywhere but the ground. Hence the earth mill. And probably why we haven't really seen many earth-based Zanpakuto. Because a lot of fighting actually happens in mid-air in Bleach. Because of, the whole airwalk, spear walking, all that. So, that is a big problem with the Zanpakuto. Also, while it can work perfectly well in a melee combat situation, it is not a power tool, like, say, as Nozarashi is, or even like a Zamimaru, which is very much a physical-based combat sword. It's definitely got its physical weaknesses as well. And it can be easily overwhelmed by someone with just enough spiritual pressure, as always. But that is the Zanpakuto of Cole from Ninjago. That's just my opinion, obviously. Like I said, I'm not very well versed in these types of characters. I'm not a Ninjago fan. I'm not harping on your love for it. I'm just saying I'm not. But anyway, that is just my opinion, though. What do you think? Do you think this Zanpakuto fits a character like this? Or do you have a different idea of a Zanpakuto for this character? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks next time.